All right, hey, I'm here with Alex Cruz. He's best known for Stargate as Scara. So, but what else have you done?
I was one of the angels on Touched by an Angel for a while. I was in Drag Me to Hell. I was in Shark with James Woods. A lot of stuff. Like, just Google me and you'll find a lot of stuff.
What about Wikipedia? Is that a trustworthy site?
Yeah, you know, I've been filling Wikipedia with a whole bunch of lies lately, so it's up there. You know, you'll have to dig a little bit.
All right. Well, well, let me ask you a little bit about Stargate. When you were on that, how was it like? What was like your best moments on Stargate?
It was hard to say. I think just being on the set with people like Kurt Russell and and the director Roland Emmerich and Dean Devlin, the creator, were such amazing people who they put a lot of faith in us. They trusted us, and I was a young actor at the time. I'm still a young actor, but a younger actor at the time. Wet behind the ears, as they say, right? And to have that much faith put in you. Was a huge compliment, and that it worked out too, because Roland trusted us. It was great.
Well, let me ask you, like, when you did all this stuff, like, when you did the show, right? I know, what did you like about the show the most? Like, I know he's a funny guy. I know he's a really funny guy, but who else is like really funny on the show?
Christopher Judge. That's my boy. Yeah, that Christopher Judge and I were really tight. We developed a relationship for a long. I mean, we're still tight. Michael Shanks, Amanda Tapia, everybody was so cool. Like, all of the chemistry that you see on the show was because that's a real chemistry. Everybody had a really good time. And then that ended up transferring over to Stargate Atlantis as well, with all the new cast that came up through Atlantis. So for me, like, being able to come from the movie to the TV show, and putting my bit in to help its credibility, because I think that made a difference in the minds of the audience. If it had been everybody was entirely new, they might have been a little bit skeptical of the TV show, but they saw a familiar face come across, and it helped. It helped a lot.
I have to agree with you, because when I watched it, that really did help a lot for me watching it, because I was like, oh, look, it's Scara. I was like, yeah, so it was really cool.
And I was able to do my thing and then step out, because all, my people had it. It was all good,
Well, let me ask you, like, one of my favorite episodes, honestly, was actually with you when you had it in you, and they were trying to take it out, and you were on trial, like the goal was kind of on trial. How did you feel about that episode? I mean, did you really enjoy that one?
I enjoyed that episode because that was the first time where I got to play that kind of a schizophrenic role. And that's when, actors love that kind of stuff. We always dream about getting that kind of role, So there I was, and I had it. And it was, and as soon as this thing turned on, it would go from blue to red. So I had to peripherally notice when it happened.
So how's that? Oh, by the way, how's that thing set up?
Yeah, it was like a battery with an LED screen, and it was a clear panel with a blue and a red lights inside.
They just do the voice afterwards, right?
They did the voice afterwards.
So yeah, oh man,
all my lines be speaking.
Yes. Oh man, I bet that was like tough trying to keep track of that. Did it take a lot of takes?
Nope, not for me. I'm a pro, man.
Now, one thing you were telling me earlier when we were talking off camera, you were telling me about the desert. Like, I honestly did not know where it was at, and you told me it was in Arizona mostly, correct?
Yuma, Arizona is where we shot the movie. It was the same desert where they did Tatooine, the Star Wars scenes of Tatooine, same desert. So it was kind of cool having that pedigree, going to this place, and the producers were all real proud of that too at the time. So that was pretty neat.
So would you say Stargate's like what you're most proudest of, the whole thing altogether, or is there something else you're probably more proud of in your acting career that you've done so far?
Well, more proud because there's so many things that have done so well for me. Like Touched by an Angel did a lot for me in so many different ways. I've done like little roles in little things that have also done differently. Like they brought me a whole different audience set, or there were certain people that I met on set. I've done movies that weren't necessarily blockbusters, but the experience was so much fun, and I value that for myself. As a creative artist, I like collaborating, so I don't need to necessarily be proud of my biggest movie. I could take my smallest movie, but if it meant a lot, if it was a good time, you can't really put a price tag on a good time, right?
Yeah, I agree. Well, let me ask you this. You're at this convention. What's the coolest thing you've seen here so far?
All the anime people. There's like so many anime folks here, and it's tripping me out. I was not expecting that.
You really weren't, right? It's really neat. So, are you a comic fan?
Oh yeah, I'm a huge comic.
What's your favorite character?
Well, I grew up with the X-Men, and Nightcrawler was my boy growing up, right? But I mean, I like the whole Nightcrawler, Colossus, a little less Wolverine just because he was so mainstream and commercial from the get-go that I was like, yeah, okay, let me give Colossus and Nightcrawler some love over here. Storm, oh my God, right? Who didn't dream about Storm all the time?
Well, hey, man, I really appreciate everything you've done for us here, and great time. I really hope you enjoy the rest of the convention, and thank you for taking your time out and then talking to us a little bit about your stuff. All right, is there anything else you want to say to anybody out there?
Actually, I'm putting together a new label, a new graphic novel label. Our company's called the Mythmaker Group. Our first book is going to be called The Unprofessionals by a brand new writer named Colin Rankin. Phenomenal book. We're going to be launching it in November. We've got a Kickstarter campaign coming up in September, so stay tuned for that. And then, come to my page, www.facebook.com/ACStation, and you can hear all the news from there.
Thank you very much for it, and we'll make sure we get that out there for you. All right, brother? All right, thank you. Hey everybody, it's me, Morgan. I'm part of the Combo Breakers. I know you just watched all my videos. It's the day after SuperCon. I'm losing my voice because of all the fun I had. They actually had karaoke there. Had to get in on that. So if you saw me, hope you enjoyed that show. I had a blast at SuperCon, and I know if you went, you probably did too. I actually got lucky. I actually am the winner of Mighty Monya, the Hammer of Thor. And Logan made this. So the guy from the interview that you guys saw his props, I'm telling you, this guy does great props. Check out his stuff. If you're interested in getting some props for your cosplays, he might be able to help you out. With that being said, again, I want to thank everybody who did go and enjoyed themselves. And for those who didn't go, you missed out. It was great. A lot of special guests, as you saw. I got to talk to a few of them. I hope you guys enjoyed hearing what they had to say. And, well, if you didn't like it, I only have one thing for you. I love my haters. So does your mom. That's me signing out. Have a great day. See you next year at SuperCon.